Once upon a time, we measured the distance in darkness. What is spoken will eventually come to light. Water captures your reflection. I capture human interactions. Create human-like conversational dialogue to help you write a blog, to cut down hours of prep that you log. I'm an engineer in marble. Who better to break down the Constitution? Who better to show and explain the revolution? Who better to uncover the truth? Montana, Uncle Rico, Gerry, Rod. We are a reflection of our country's scars. The Doneson Podcast. Show them who we are.
You know I love you so. We're back, we're here. Let the music take control. The season's here. In case you didn't know, we're glad you're here. I hope you like the show. For many years. Let's start the show.
So, what do you call a tax collector who's always late?
Yo, mama, I'm playing.
My mom used to collect taxes. Yep. A revenue delinquent.
Oh, what?
Yeah. All right, now,
Okay, all right.
definitely check out Doneson Podcast if you're looking for a new and interesting podcast to listen to. Make sure you tune in every Monday for the audio version and check out our YouTube channel every Wednesday. So in this case, Montana. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, so today's letter is titled Taxes. How interesting. And they are located in Germantown, Tennessee. So not too far. This person, so this season people are given, what they look like, what they measure up. So this person is 6'1". They weigh 215, and their attractiveness level is a 6.7. And so you can go to attractivetest.com/upload your picture if you want to know how attractive you
Man,
are.
I'm going to have to do this right after the show.
Look, don't waste your time.
I'm just hoping for a 5.5,
Good luck.
They gonna have clubs where you can't get in unless you're a 5.6 or higher.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm like, this is my best side.
May the odds be ever in your favor. And again, we have an anonymous writer, Unc. I'm sorry.
I'm tired of them.
Yeah, me too. But here we go. So the letter reads, a higher tax keeps them out. Is it safe to say that the neighborhood I'm in, I can afford the taxes? I think if you pay for your education and the benefits you receive to be able to send your kids to the best schools to set them up to attend the best colleges, why not? I don't want to be in a neighborhood where there's a liquor store. What's wrong with liquor stores? Where there's a liquor store where drunks hang out all times of night, begging for money to eat, not to eat, but to buy alcohol. Sound like y'all.
Sound like me.
Yeah. Schools are funded by your property tax. I live in a neighborhood where the Subway, Arby's, and our grocery stores are in brick buildings. I live in a neighborhood where I go to the local McDonald's, and I don't have to put up with an attitude while you at McDonald's. Please tax me, and I feel the majority of Americans would agree to tax to keep them out.
Whoa. What do you think they mean by keep them out?
Who you think they talking about? They ain't talking about themselves.
Right.
Must be me and you.
Yeah. They talking about y'all kind.
Hey, I pay my taxes, Unc.
I do too.
Allegedly.
Taxation without representation. It's not another Boston teapot.
You think that this person is what we call, or do you think they just don't want to be bothered with a certain group of people that don't make enough money?
They don't want to be bothered with you.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear about it. Let's be very clear about it.
I can't help it if I like a cigarillo and a 45.
That's why we ball with you.
From the liquor store.
I mean, is it called no? I told the attendant I didn't know if it's lottering or lottering.
Yeah,
I thought it was a place where you can play the lotto.
Yeah, I'm sure. We know you
Hey,
can't
you can
read.
play the lottering here.
He's dyslexic, y'all.
Montana, this is a very interesting letter. What do you think? What do you think
I
they're saying?
think what Unc said, it's people. I'm going. They did not say their race, but I'm going to imagine. This can go two ways, though. I'm gonna be serious because you would think that someone that was Caucasian wrote this letter saying they want to keep black people out. That'd be the stereotype. But I think a Negro wrote this letter. A colored person wrote this letter. Well, I don't know if I can say what Chris Rock say. I hope I can say this. He said, you got black people and you got niggas. I agree if he's talking about the latter, keeping them out. It's a difference. We don't act, but in all seriousness, I really do think a black person wrote this letter.
Uppity Negro.
Why you-
Yeah,
why
I
you-
do.
yeah.
I think they wrote that because
Have you
you
been-
have some people that just, when saying stuff like, the liquor store and I want to go to the local McDonald's, like that's something. Nothing against McDonald's, I'm never above it. I don't care how much money I pay.
Right.
Because a Caucasian person said they were cutting out their money.
Yeah, it would have went different. So I think it really was like a black person that said this, and I don't agree with it because, in all seriousness, I just think that you can say all day, I want to pay for the education, I want to put my kids in these certain schools, I want to do certain things, but that does not guarantee any kind of experience that person is going to get in the world because you could put them in the most expensive private schools, you could put them in the, in the best programs, but the world will show them what color they are.
Yeah.
So let's be clear about that. I'm not opposed to, as you do better, to enhance your life and live accordingly. I live a certain way, what my lifestyle provides me. It's nothing wrong with that. But I'm never gonna be in a position where I feel like, I don't want that kind around me. I just feel like at the end of the day, if there are certain things that you don't want to be around, like say, somebody that is people hanging out on the corner, hanging out on the street,
Right.
Just make sure you do stay in other areas. Because
Right.
for the most part, if you go, we talk about, say, Brentwood, Tennessee, you ain't seeing nobody hanging out in no damn liquor store.
Right.
And that's just one area. It's a lot of more affluent areas. But I'm saying, just go to the area with the shit that you like.
Right.
And stay away from the ones you don't like.
Right.
You probably cheating on your wife over there at somebody's house that you don't like. That's a whole nother story. That's why you run into the drunks by the McDonald's. But I digress.
Slow creep.
Yeah.
Definitely good stuff, y'all. It's time for What's Cooking in Your City.
Oh, bonjour, bonjour. Creole bread pudding with bourbon sauce. Ooh. You can invite the host over for this one, and you don't have to put anything in their drink. I call this dish the Billy, the good pudding. Dow. Let's begin with the main ingredients. 2 12-ounce cans of evaporated milk, 6 large eggs, lightly beaten, 1 16-ounce day-old French bread loaf, cubed, 1 8-ounce can crushed pineapple, drained, 1 large red delicious apple, unpeeled and grated, 1 cup raisins. Some of y'all have mouse droppings, which could be mistaken for raisins. Be careful. 5 tablespoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup butter, cut into half-inch cubes and softened. Bourbon sauce. If you don't have bourbon, you can use honey. Directions. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. Whisk together evaporated milk, eggs, and 1 cup of water in a large bowl until well blended. Add bread cubes, stirring to coat thoroughly. Stir in butter, blending well. Pour into a greased 13 by 9-inch baking dish. Grease like the white lines in between your corn rolls. Bake at 350 degrees for 35 to 45 minutes, or until set and crust is golden. See you next week, where we'll be talking about another amazing dish. Voila!
Voila.
What was he cooking?
You got me.
Grease in between cornrows.
Now, taxes. The word itself is enough to make some people blood run cold. But what are taxes really? And why do they have them? Taxes are a way for governments to raise money to fund the things that we all need, like roads, man, some potholes in every city, schools. A lot of people can't read still. And hospitals. Why do you got to send me a bill every time I walk out of here?
Yeah.
They're also a way of redistributing wealth so that everyone contributes to society in proportions to their means, right? Of course, taxes can be complicated and confusing. There are different types of taxes, and the rules can change from year to year. But at the end of the day, taxes are a necessary part of living in a society, any society that matters. I know that taxes aren't everyone's favorite topic, but I think that it's important to understand them. After all, our taxes help to shape our world. So next time you're feeling frustrated about your tax bill, remember that your taxes are going to something good. They're going to help to build a better future for everyone, especially in the hood. All right, now it's time for rapid fire questions. Let's get it. All right. How many federal income tax brackets are there?
7.
That's right, Montana. What are some of the most common deductions and credits that are available?
Standard deduction, itemized deductions, and above the line deduction.
Excellent, Montana. When was the first tax return form created in the United States?
1913.
Excellent.
that was a good year.
What president started the practice of releasing his tax returns?
That was Nixon, wasn't it? Tricky Dick.
Excellent. Now, taxes are a necessary part of any government as they provide the revenue that is needed to fund essential services such as, we said again, education, healthcare, and infrastructure, bridges. They don't collapse so we can pay taxes. Taxes can also be used to promote social and economic goals. I was about to say social media, but such as reducing poverty and encouraging investment. There are many different types of taxes, including income taxes, sales taxes, property taxes, and exercise taxes. Now, some neighborhoods ain't getting taxed. All right. Now, the amount of tax that a taxpayer owes is based on a number of factors, including their income, the value of their property, and the goods and services that they purchase. Now, check this out, y'all. The strangest thing happened to me last week when I was at home. You know that bottom section where it has a little chat box on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down there, and they says, how can I help you and stuff?
Yeah.
I start typing in, I haven't paid taxes in like 3 years, right?
Of course.
And then she was like, pow, she just appered in my living room.
Whatever,
I'm
Pinocchio.
telling you, I am not lying.
You
I'm
lie so
telling
much.
you.
This man lie real bad.
I'm telling you, she was there. Look, all right.
Trying to save
If you don't believe me,
I don't
both of
believe
y'all,
Okay.
one of y'all can type in mllfinancial.com.
I'm gonna do
Okay.
that.
Type that, mllfinancial.com, and
Okay.
watch what happens. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
All right, I'm gonna try.
All right. I just did it.
Damn, I told you I wasn't lying. I told you.
For the first time ever, he was not lying.
Lakeisha, meet Uncle Rico, meet Montana. I
Hey,
told y'all,
girl.
I'm not a fool. I am
my
smart.
You are a liar, but you didn't lie this time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lakeisha,
Wow.
welcome to the show.
Well,
I'm excited to be here.
Definitely.
Yes, we're glad
Hey,
to have
since we
you.
have a podcast, we do have some headphones so you can listen to everybody. Go ahead and check it out.
all right.
Okay.
Now, this is Lakeisha Davis, correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, I did a whole background on her because I hadn't paid taxes in 3 years. I want
you did.
So I was like, "What? Like, how did you get here?"
Nervous.
So definitely, she told me that she had the knowledge, skills, and experience to navigate the complex tax laws and regulations, and that she is determined to use her experience to help small businesses and individuals stay on top of their financial and remain compliant with the government. I need to be compliant with the government, and maybe you guys out there need to be compliant with the government.
Just you.
And she is committed to helping them understand their financial and make better financial decisions. Lakeisha, welcome to the show. I'm glad you came or appeared.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you for inviting me.
Right. So look, they don't believe me. I know I asked a lot of questions of you when you were in my living room when you appeared before you just left.
Came in like I dream of Genie.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start it off, and then the rest of the gang is probably gonna have their own personal tax questions, right? I haven't paid taxes in 3 years, and we already talked about this, and I want everybody else to get the answer that you gave to me. What happens if you don't pay taxes?
The worst thing that can happen, you can go
Yes.
to jail.
Go to jail?
Go to jail.
Like
Oh
the
my
Christmas.
Lord.
Oh, yeah, got him. They got him.
Now, is there a process if you don't pay taxes? Is there a time frame that you get to pay taxes or anything like that?
A 10-year time frame, 3 years in order to claim a refund.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know because I ain't paying mine either. No, I'm playing.
The truth comes out. Do you got any questions about taxes?
Yeah, I want to ask, what are the tax implications of starting a business?
You're responsible for your own taxes. So you have to pay self-employment tax, you have to pay estimated taxes, and business taxes for the state that you're in.
Wow.
I want to ask a question on to that. So based on what you said, so if a person's newly starting a business, like what, sometimes people start a business, but they don't, say go file official paperwork or whatever. Does something like trigger the government to know that this business is started if they haven't like done the official thing?
The funds that you receive, some people may pay the contract or the business in like a 1099 NEC.
Okay.
Those forms are reported to the IRS. So everything like W-2s, 1099, any of those tax forms, they're not just filled out like the IRS has a copy of it.
Okay, that's good to know because I know it's a lot of people out here that, on social media and stuff, they start a business and it's like, is this official or not? And people will say it is, but I'm like, I don't think you pay no taxes on that. That's going to catch up.
You have to do that correctly.
So what is the role of that N number?
What EIN number? Like the EIN number? Yeah. Oh, okay. Is that kind of like
When you starting a business?
Yeah, I've heard the EIN number. Is that like your social security number for your business?
For your business, exactly.
Okay.
That's how they identify your business.
Okay.
Do you have to have one?
You should. If you want to run a legit business, you should.
Legit. Why?
What happens if you don't have that and you're doing business?
They have some that don't have it.
Wow.
I mean, they just run it like just sole proprietor, their business until they realize the benefits that they can have once they get their EIN. You can create your business or in the state and you could become official.
Yeah.
In case you want business loans, anything to fund your business. Like you want to be official. You want to have that EIN.
Do you help business owners
Yes, I do.
with taxes as well? That's good to know. Look, I'm asking for personal reasons.
Well, personal reasons. Speaking on that, what happens? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
What
fine.
happens if you're a YouTuber or a creative?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know what I mean? So, how important is taxes when you?
Because Instagram definitely asks for all your information.
Yeah,
Because
they
I'm a
do.
creator too, they get it all. So yeah, that's
Is it important to have your ducks in a row? Now?
Yeah, it's important because the difference between personal and business, as a personal filer, you don't have to file. If you're a single filer, you don't have to file taxes if you make under $12,000 or whatever the standard deduction is. Right. But as self-employed, receiving money, anything over $400, you have to pay taxes.
what?
Over $400.
Over
I thought
$400.
it was 600. Oh my God.
What?
If 400, any self-employed money, over $400, you have to pay taxes on it.
Rob, you in trouble.
I thought it was
Damn.
600.
I didn't know the number at all. This is news to me.
Wow.
600, they have to issue a 1099.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So $400, that's your number.
Wow.
You make
Per
more
year?
than- no, I mean whenever you make
Period.
it.
Once you hit
Period.
400 in a year, you
So is that one lump sum?
Up until that point.
Accumulation.
Accumulation.
Oh my God.
Lump sum. Whatever.
oh my God.
Oh my God!
Now I want to ask this. This is a little segue. I know we're talking about business and creative things, but I think in a society right now where interest rates are like astronomical and stuff that are causing people to maybe pause when purchasing certain things. But I know that home ownership is always important to people. So like, what's the tax benefit of owning a home or buying a home?
So like we mentioned before, they have two different deductions.
Okay.
That decreases your taxable income. And it's standard deduction, which the federal government give you based on your filing status. If you're single, I think it's $12,000, and so married, $25,000, head of household, $18,000, and that number just decreases your net and what you have, and then what the IRS is going to tax you on. So it brings
Okay.
it down.
Okay.
So with itemized deduction, that's where the home ownership, with the property taxes, you can deduct interest rates, anything like that with home ownership that goes into itemized deductions.
Okay.
Now it's that the homeowner, medical, charitable deductions, all of that go into itemized deduction. Now, if that number does not exceed the standard deduction, it makes no sense to use it. So it has to exceed that. It has to benefit you in a way. And then what if the itemized deduction is higher, we'll go with that, and that'll reduce your income.
Okay.
Or what
that
they're
makes
going to
sense.
tax you on.
That makes sense. And you mentioned something about even charity. So, like, what are the benefits of donating to charity other than being a good citizen? What are the tax benefits?
The tax it reduces your income.
Okay.
I mean, so if it's more in itemized deductions, it decreases that taxable income. But you only can deduct 60%.
Okay.
60%. That's it.
Okay. That still sounds like a big number.
Yeah, and it's a lot. You know, even charity or giving money to a family member per se. A lot of people don't talk about. You could, if I know I'm gonna pay like $17,000 in taxes, or you might have a family member that needs some money, you know, maybe to save their house or whatever. Yeah. You can donate. I think for 2022 it was $16,000 per person without paying any gift tax or anything, just straight out money. As long as you have the proof that hey, I gave this person $16,000. Like, and it could be a number of people.
So, what is the type of proof? A check stub or something?
A bank statement, or just a receipt. Anything that shows that you gave this money to this person, in case there's an audit.
Oh wow!
So, and I think in 2023 it's going to be $17,000.
So, if somebody needs $2,000 help with to save their house, and you're chipping in, you can write that off, or you can.
That's a donation.
Yeah, Rod, I need my money back.
But I got saved.
So let me ask you this: so what are the TAP implications of when you retirement?
Okay, so while you're working, if you put money in retirement, it comes out of your income. So that's like, it's not included in your income.
Right.
Now, the other implications is when you take it out, if you didn't put it in a Roth, which means that you were taxed before you put the money in. If it's a regular 401k and you start receiving money for it, then you'll have to pay the taxes on it.
Oh. If you
But while you're contributing, it brings that income down.
So if you have a 401k, it's best not to pull nothing out.
Well,
Until you
I mean,
reach the age, right?
until you reach the age, until you,
And what is that age?
I think it's 59 and a half where you have to take it out. 59 and a half is where you won't get penalized. But they have some exceptions. If hardship, again, buying a home, but that's only with the Roth IRA. It's not.
Go ahead.
So, like, if you're buying a home and you want to take some money out to put a down payment on your home, like if that amount of money won't be penalized. It'll be included in your income, but that's something that you can use.
What if you want to finish your basement?
No.
Hey, you ain't getting no. You ain't getting a cosmetic procedure done.
No, you can't write that up.
On a serious tip. Hey, man. Because I'm 65. Mm-hmm. I can retire literally right now, right? Mm-hmm. But when I did some Googling and stuff, they said my retirement age, because I was born in 1958, that my retirement age is 66 and 8 months.
Wait a minute.
What is that all about?
That makes 47.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm asking.
They got it, because you just heard it say 59 and a half is the age, so they got to break it
down. They told me
down.
my full retirement age, when I Googled it, said it was 66 and 8
Is that
months.
for you?
Is this for Social Security?
Social Security? That's what I said. I think that sounds like for Social Security.
That's not.
That's different.
Okay.
Social
You're right.
Security.
That is Social Security. My bad. I'm sorry. What's in this cup? That is Social Security.
Yeah, and they keep on pushing the age up.
They
So
do.
it went from 62, 65, now it look like 67.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I've been watching, I shouldn't say this, but I've been jealous of people on Instagram,
Why?
Facebook,
Why?
YouTube.
Are they making money?
They're coming out with these damn Lambos, these Maseratis and stuff. And I know some of these people, right? They don't have a pot to piss in.
Don't believe them.
So how, and somebody told me that they're like doing some like tax stuff or having LLCs, and how are they doing that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know anything about scams.
Scam.
Talk on it.
Lakeisha, do you know what they might be doing?
No.
You do? Okay.
They ain't got to. So she don't.
In other words, she said, don't come to her. With that nonsense.
Yeah, I know that's right.
With that scam life. That's a Rod Allen.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
why
was
he
trying
brought
to
it
play the
up.
third person, but I was trying to play the
Just
third
ma-
person of that.
I'm going to tell the viewers, if you go to jail for scamming, I'm going to put it out
Third
there.
beat.
I'm going to issue a statement.
It'd be an AI in my replacement. But I heard you only get, all right, so I heard you only get 2 years. But it'd be my first
Test
offense,
it out.
so I might
I
only
think you should test it.
I'll probably get time served for just being a decent human being.
I think you should test it out.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Taxes can be a complex and confusing topic. Now, if you have any questions about taxes, you should consult with a tax professional,
Right.
which is Lakeisha Davis. And you can reach her at mllfinancial.com. It will be in the show notes and on the screen. Well, all right, there's a two-part question. Can you fix anything
Tax. Yeah.
tax-wise?
Yeah, I can research it if I don't know it.
So if somebody's in trouble, they can come to you tomorrow and you'll work out a plan.
I will work out a plan because I'm also an enrolled agent, and so that's the highest designation within the IRS. I can
What?
represent them before the IRS. So
Oh, really?
Oh, really? All right.
My.
Ma.
You in here with the wrong people.
If anybody out there that knows how to spell crook, please write into the show.
I got another question. What are tax implications if you're investing in stocks? Say like you got an E-Trade account or something like that.
Okay, so investing, you don't get that's not deducted or anything. I mean, you just invest in your money.
Right.
The tax implications is if you get money off of it, any capital gains that you receive, that means that you put maybe $50 and hey, now it's worth $100, and you say, hey, I want to cash out. If it's held less than a year, you have what is called short-term tax rates. And that short-term tax rate is it starts at 10 to I think 37 or 30 within that area. And then they have what you call long-term tax rate.
Right.
And it starts at 0 to 20%. That means when you hold stocks more than a year.
Oh.
So if you gain money off of it, you have to pay taxes on it. If you lose,
You got
it counts as a loss. Up to $3,000.
So you don't have to pay taxes unless it's up to $3,000 loss.
Right.
Oh, wow. Now, we're in Tennessee. Can anybody in the United States, this podcast is watched over the world, but we do have a lot of folks in this USA of America. Can anybody contact you? Can you help anybody in any state?
Anybody.
Anybody?
I've helped people in New York, California, different states. I'm a virtual tax firm. So any questions you have, anything that you need. If you have a business in another state, I have a client that is in Louisiana.
Wow.
I study what needs to be paid for, that state. I can help you anywhere you are.
What? Get out of here.
Well, all right then.
Lakeisha Davis, you can reach her like I did. Now, she might not show up in your room if your room is dirty. My room was clean. Right? So you can reach her at mllfinancial.com, and all of her information is going to be in the show notes. We're going to make sure that you're able to get in contact with this tax guru. We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in to the Doneson Podcast. Yeah.
Enjoy a little more sunshine. Oh, baby. Anticipation is that time.